Greetings everyone, it's Ken, hope you're doing well. So today I bring you yet another report from the lab. Can't afford special effects, so just imagine the reverb and echo on that please. In the hot seat today is AVG Secure, which if you've listened to previous videos, one of the fundamental flaws companies have in naming them is putting things in their title that they may not be able to live up to. And as you may find out later on in this review, we'll see if they have committed that error as well. But on the surface, definitely not looking good. And so we'll see if AVG Secure has got around that little naming faux pas. You may be asking yourself, Ken, what does a good VPN maketh? And the answer is, well, it's got to live up to the rigorous standards of the Mount Rushmore of VPN awesomeness. 4 things that I use to determine whether or not a VPN is worth your hard-earned currency, whether it be paper or crypto or whatever. Is it worth forking over to whoever we are reviewing? And those 4 things are the ease of use, what's it like to navigate their platform, is it compatible with all of the OSs, and if you run into some problems, how reliable is their customer support? Number 2 is security. What are they doing to keep you safe and private? Because it's a virtual private network, so it's implied that they will keep you safe and secure. So what are they doing to actually carry through on that? Number 3 is performance. Is it fast? Speed is crucial for streaming and torrenting. So what are they doing to make sure they're keeping up with their competitors when it comes to keeping speeds at lightning fast levels? And also performance-wise, what can you do with the VPN? What can't you do? And lastly, value. Are you getting bang for your buck? Do they have free trials so you can give it a test run, or money back guarantees so that if you give them your money and you're not satisfied, you can get it back without hassles? And of course, for whatever reason, if AVG Secure does not live up to the rigorous standards of the Mount Rushmore VPN awesomeness, you know I will have recommendations for you, as well as links in the description to get more information about them, as well as any coupon codes or discounts I might have to save you money beyond what's on the internet, because saving cash is cool to buy on other sweet things. So step into the spotlight, AVG Secure, your time has come. And when it came to the Mount Rushmore of VPN awesomeness, ease of use wise, I mean, it was easy to use because there really wasn't much there to begin with. I don't mean to knock, but simplicity is great and is certainly synonymous with being easy to use. But really, I view that as having a multitude of features that allow you to use them easily, not being so simple that it's just easy to use. And as far as compatibility is concerned, the only thing that I saw is if you like to use third-party apps along with your VPN, it's AVG or bust. You're not going to be able to use them. So if they don't have the ability to access whatever it is or an app that supports it, you're limited there. And that theme is going to be somewhat recurrent through the course of this review, so keep that in mind. Customer support-wise, there is no live chat, and so take that for whatever it's worth. But in my opinion, not being able to expediently get problems addressed and solved is a big part of what makes support actual support. So if you're sitting there with an issue and have to wait it out, that's just time and money that you spend to utilize a service that is not giving you your value, which I'll get into in a moment. Security with AVG Secure kind of stops with the 256-bit encryption. And the reason that I say that is because they do keep logs. And what that means is when you use a VPN, normally there is a no log policy. And no logs is just another way of saying that whatever you do with their VPN, they're not going to keep track of every little thing that you do. The purpose of a good VPN is to create anonymity between where you are and where you're trying to connect with. So in my opinion, keeping a log of where you go is not keeping you anonymous, and especially not when they're storing it for up to 30 days. So keep that in mind. And while I would go on about other features with security, like I said, it really kind of stops with the 256 military grade encryption, which yes, is great and it is as protected as you can be, but that's about as far as it goes. And so security wise, I was a little disappointed. Performance wise, their speeds kept up with, the average of what you would expect from a VPN. It was more ideal for streaming than it was for torrenting because the limited number of servers they have will create that effect you get sometimes with your ISP where increased usage slows the connection down. And that happened with AVG Secure. So it's not really desirable to know that at certain times of the day you're going to have noticeable lags in performance. And another thing that's important about performance as relates to streaming is concerned is its ability to bypass geo blocks or geo restrictions. Those things that allow a company that has content or something you want to access the ability to determine where your IP address is coming from and deny you based upon licensing agreements or other restrictions they have in place on the service. So with that said, blowing through these geo blocks is really, really important. And with a limited number of servers, getting through Netflix and BBC iPlayer was not an issue, but everything else is problematic. And there was nothing that I saw that indicates that they are doing anything proactively to maintain that struggle against VPN blocks that all of these content companies, streaming companies, etc., are doing to try and prevent you from being able to utilize your VPN the way you would like. Value-wise, while they may have a free trial, it's a maximum of 7 days. They do have a pretty cool 30-day test window on PCs only, and either way, you're limited, and you don't get the full range of features in servers unless you're actually forking out some cash for it. There is a free trial for Android and iOS as well, and it starts automatically when you download it, so use it immediately, and don't let it just sit there because your free trial begins the moment the download is done. They do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can request refunds via the support page. But in my opinion, all of that doesn't matter because I found them to be very, very overpriced considering the lack of features that they have. So as far as value is concerned, if you're paying a lot and not getting a lot, that is the epitome of not getting value. So with that in mind, sorry AVG Secure, you're not going to get my thumbs up here. The lab has results that are not pleasing in certain areas that are important to me as far as pertains to the Mount Rushmore of VPN awesomeness. So with that said, I do have two recommendations for you, ExpressVPN and Nordvpn, and which one you choose will be based upon your situation and what is right for you. And check the description for links to both of them as well as coupon codes and any discounts that I might have to save you money, because saving money is cool to buy other cool things. So if you've watched previous videos, you know that I am a super fan of ExpressVPN, always up at the front row of their concerts, swooning along with the music. They are simply the best VPN overall. When I go back to the lab, they are what I use to compare other VPNs as far as speed is concerned because they're always coming out on top. They're the best for torrenting and unblocking streaming services because they got multitude of servers that you can access, unlike AVG Secure, which has such a limited number of them that it was hard for us to access some of these streaming sites like Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Hulu, BBC iPlayer, and hundreds of others. Also for torrenting, you're covered there, and you're going to do it with no bandwidth limits, so forget being penalized for streaming, downloading too much, like I sometimes worry I do. You're covered there, and you will do all of that completely safely and anonymously with their military-grade encryption. Express also allows you to use its apps on up to 5 different devices simultaneously, and speaking of that app, they've won awards for it. Huzzah! Congrats, everybody. And if you've never used a VPN before, what better way to dip your toe in the water than with a company that has taken the time to consider you their customer and make an app that is really easy to use, and not in the manner where it's so simple that it's just easy to use. They actually really keep you in mind and make everything that you want to do simple. And for some reason you have an issue, their chat is 24/7 live, and they are some of the best people in the industry. There's a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee, and if you decide to go with Express, check the description for a link to them and information about them, as well as any discounts and coupon codes that I have to save you money and get you the best deal possible. So if you're looking for simply the best one overall, go with Express. Second top choice would be Nordvpn. And if you're somebody that values security and anonymity at the top of your list, your Mount Rushmore is not ease of use, it's number one, security is your thing, then NordVPN is the way to go. Although they're not as fast as ExpressVPN, Nord has this really cool double VPN feature that masks your IP address not once but twice. So you get a double layer of protection, a double layer of anonymity, and all of your data is doubly secure. They also allow you to use their app on up to 6 devices simultaneously. And just like Express, it's easy to use, like I said, has excellent support, and you can use it for torrenting, unblocking Netflix, and all those other streaming sites as well. So if you value greater anonymity and security over anything else, and don't mind sacrificing some speed and performance to save a few dollars over ExpressVPN, go with Nord. And of course, check the description again for links to both of them. I've got coupon codes and discounts to save you money. I care. I really do. Sincerest apologies, AVG Secure. Maybe next time. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I also appreciate your thumbs up. Validation is cool, and a digital pat on the back is so nice. Also, please leave those comments and questions down there below. I love answering them and interacting with people who dig the same things as me. How cool is that? Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.